Hey guys, James West here. Got some new tips for you guys. However, instead of tips about writing your book, I want to talk to you about how you can market it. Uh, now, these are tips that I got at a panel discussion at AwesomeCon this past year. Now, most of these tips come in the form of a do and don't list, so I like to kind of stick with that kind of format for now. Now, let's just dive right in. Now, first, do on the list is do have a cover that conveys the essence of your story. This actually came from one of the authors on the panel. She had created a parody paranormal kind of story. Right? Essentially, she wanted to make fun of all the different paranormal and supernatural stories you see in the bookstore or on TV. Basically, think of half the shows on the CW and you know what she wanted to make fun of. And the problem was when she first released her book, it had a very paranormal, typical cover on it. Basically, think of a cover you imagine a Twilight book having. Right? And because of that, when she first released her book and the reviews started coming in for it, a lot of people said stuff like, "This is not what I expected to read in the book." And her sales kind of suffered for it. Now, she did go back, changed the cover, re-released it, and everything was okay, and sales went back up. Now, but it does show that the cover of your book is important, and let's all face it, because we do judge the book by the cover, or to some degree. I know that's not what people mean when they say it, but that actually is. But in this case, it is very true. But now, one really, really big don't we talked about at the panel, and the reason I say we and not they is because I actually have an example of this that I actually brought up at the panel when they were taking questions, and that is when you're on social media and you're trying to promote your book, do not be a troll. Even if you're just like doing stuff on your personal page, don't be a troll. And this is basically because whether it's on your personal page or the official page, or the official page that you use to promote your book, people see that, and again, even if it's on your personal page, people see that, and if you say the wrong thing on there, it can really hurt your reputation and really hurt your sales. Now, one example of this I have, and this is the one I actually brought up at the convention, at the panel discussion, is that about a month ago, I friended an author I know on Facebook. However, within like 3 days, I had to unfollow him because like 10 times a day, he would post a link to a political article. And these articles, just going off the title, they were very passionate. How was I going to say that? Very biased. Okay, I know people say like Fox News is very biased, but compared to how these articles look, Fox News is like fair as the day. It is like, wow, these articles, yikes, and honestly, it just got to a point where I just unfollowed him and said, okay, dude, if I wanted to hear this kind of stuff, I would turn on CNN. And goodbye. Right, so yeah, you don't want to spamming. So yeah, you don't want to be spamming a lot of annoying posts like that. Now another example I have, and this actually just happened like last week for me. I was on Facebook and a guy liked my page and commented, okay, I liked your page, now please like mine or I will unlike your page. And I honestly kind of got into a comment war with this guy where I said, okay, dude, seriously? That is how you market your page? And I was just like going, I got upset because, okay, that's like the worst way possible you can market your page. Because when people see comments like that, they just say, all they see is, okay, this guy's a jerk. I don't want to have anything to do with him. Now, like I said, I got into a bit of a conversation with this guy, and I like to think that at the end of it, he did kind of say, okay, I may have crossed the line here. But that aside, seriously, don't be a jerk. Jerk, don't hold likes for ransom. That is not how this works. Now, on the flip side of the social media coin, one really big for you to market your book is do network with other authors. Now, this is actually one tip that you absolutely must do if you want to be a successful author. I feel so confident going into that. Wow. But networking with authors, if you look on any really mainstream book, you'll see on the back of it or on the inside cover, you'll see stuff like Michael Vey, great book by Brad Thor. The great book part was by Brad Thor, or Michael Vey is by Rachel Paul Evans. But you see a Rick Riordan book on the back cover will say Ridley Pearson says it's great, or something like that. And even if other authors aren't giving reviews of your book, it's always good just to share your books with each other. So you can get thoughts back. You get feedback from other authors. They can tell you, hey, I liked your story overall, but there were a couple things I thought that you might have been able to do better, or some things you might consider changing. And that's okay. That's actually really good advice to get, because you're talking to other writers. You're talking to people who know how a story is supposed to feel. Now I will admit, on the surface, networking with other authors might sound a little scary, just because you have to go out and meet these people, and yeah, that might sound scary to some people. But and actually, I think one author I networked with before, or Ken Boyder, or the guy behind the Bottled Imp web series on YouTube. In one video, he described him networking with a man from the Writers Guild. And he described it as just two guys having a conversation with similar interests. And actually, if you go in with networking and with that kind of mindset, it actually makes the whole thing so much easier. It makes it so much less stressful. Well, because I've actually networked with other authors, Ken Boyder, Vanessa Bencourt, who I've also mentioned in my videos. Every time I talk to them, then whether it's in person or an email or chat on Facebook, I'm talking to them like I'm talking to friends. That's all. It's very simple. Now, the last tip I have to talk to you guys about in terms of marketing is actually about marketing itself. And this is a big misconception about marketing that they addressed at the panel, and that is marketing equals sales. That is just not true. That is a myth. And it's also something that I wish somebody had told me when I first started releasing my books. I really wish somebody had told me that. Because marketing equals awareness, not sales. So everybody thinks as soon as you start marketing, you're going to start getting books sold and money in your bank account. But that's not how it works. Marketing gets the message that your book is out there. Marketing makes your books more visible, which does often translate to more sales, but not necessarily. For instance, I've been marketing my books for 4 years now, and I'm still struggling to sell them. Partly because I'm very introverted and not that great a salesman, but still, that kind of proves that marketing does not equal sales, not automatically at least. Which is also why when I talk to people about marketing their book, I tell them, okay, you have to be somewhat persistent about it. You can't just post it on Amazon and expect people to just instantly start buying it. But actually, that's one of the tips I actually said here. Okay, I might have stolen that one. My mistake. Sorry. Anyway, that's all the marketing tips I have for now. So until next time, this is James West signing off.